Hello friends, Kat here. I hope you're doing really well. Hey, if you want to attract and sign up more clients fast and consistently, you're going to get a lot of value from this session. I'm sharing how I signed up 8 dream clients in the last 30 days. And I'm going to share exactly what I did to do it, excuse me, the formula that I used, and also the mindset that I use, because that is super important as well. The mindset helps us apply the skill set. So I'm going to share with you the formula I use and some of the nitty gritty of what I actually did, because if you apply the same formula, you can get the same results. You fast track your results with a formula. So if you're getting some clients, but maybe not consistently, or you might be relying on word of mouth or referrals to get clients, maybe you're doing some posting, sharing some videos, sharing some emails, but you're not getting the traction that you want. You're not getting the amount of clients that you really want to take your business where you want it to be. And maybe you're getting some kind of hills and valleys. You're getting some good moments, and then you're getting some dry moments where you kind of go into the valley. And maybe you're hearing a lot of different things of what people are recommending in order to get clients. And so I just thought I'd give you a really live, fresh case study, which is the things that I just did in the last 30 days. And you might have seen and heard some of the strategies, but you're not really sure how to apply it and make it work for you. You're gonna want to watch. You're gonna want to watch to the very end. By the way, it's so great to see those of you who are on here live. I'd love it if you can engage in the comments. The comments is a great place for us to interact and share in the conversation as we go. And I so appreciate your interaction. And those of you who show up live every single week, thank you. You are the best. I really appreciate you. Could you type #live if you're here with me live right now? Just type #live in the comments right now. I'd love to know who is joining. And if you are watching the replay, just pop a #replay into the comments right now. So let's dive in to how I signed up 8 clients in 30 days. I'm going to share the exact formula that I used and that I teach to my clients, and then I'm going to share the mindset behind it. So when you have a formula, you can rely on it. Over the last 18 years in business, I've noticed that there are 3 main problems that business owners face when it comes to attracting and signing clients consistently. And you might want to write these down. Grab a pen and notebook. The first problem is they don't have clarity. Number one, the first problem, they don't have clarity. And there's lots of things they don't have clarity on. They don't have clarity on a specific niche. They're not clear on the specific problem that their ideal client has and how to speak to that problem in their content. So they're speaking in quite broad, quite vague language, and they're not really dialing into that specific problem, the specific cause of the problem, and the specific solution. And anytime you try to post content that reaches a lot of different people because you're concerned about, oh, but I can help this person and this person and this person, and you've got multiple target markets, it becomes really tricky because you don't have that clarity that gets the cut through. It's the specificity that gets the cut through in your content. So they're not clear on what they should be, how they should be speaking. They're not clear on their message. It's one of the biggest things I see. They're also not clear on what to do on a day-to-day basis to sign up clients. And so they get caught up with bright, shiny objects, and they never really build something solid that's consistent, that's reliable, and that's sustainable. So they end up either burning out because they're doing too much and it's not really getting them results, and they don't know how to pull out of their business. They don't have the clarity on what to say in their videos, in their social media posts, in their emails. And so they're doing a lot of work that's not working. So clarity is the first problem. The second problem is they don't have the right systems. And systems include the strategy. Like a lot of coaches and experts that I work with, they're wasting a lot of time because they don't have systems to create content that converts into clients. They don't have automation systems, which means they can get their hands off the keyboard and actually walk away from their laptop a little bit more often. They don't have systems for the manual tasks that they're doing. So they're getting overwhelmed and overloaded. They don't have a system for regularly inviting people into their offers. They don't have a system for their email onboarding, their social media, all of the aspects of business. We need a system for it. And number 3, they don't have the right mindset. Often business challenges are mindset challenges. And the reason that people miss this is because they're so concerned about the skills and the strategy, which is super important. But we also need to know the drive behind the skills and strategy. Why are some people taking this exact strategy and applying it, and other people are hearing about it and not doing it? And it's usually fear that's in the way. But our thoughts create our reality, which is why I'm going to share what I think are the 3 most essential mindset elements that you need as an entrepreneur to attract clients consistently and rapidly. So those are the 3 biggest problems I see: not having enough clarity, not having the right systems, and not having the right mindset. So how do we overcome it? Well, I'm going to dive into how we overcome it and share with you the things that I did to get 8 clients over the last 30 days. So the first thing that you need, if you're taking notes, the first thing you need is a content strategy. Number 1, you need a content strategy, not just posting content when you feel like it, not just posting when you're inspired, or just writing a list of things that you're going to post, but a strategy, meaning you've got a lot of thought behind the purpose of every single post. Every post, every video, every email is well thought out. Doesn't mean it has to take ages, but every post is strategic. Every post has a job to do, and you know the job of that post. You know the exact belief that you're going to shift in that post, the exact perspective that you're going to change with your content, whether it's written or spoken. And the strategy is about building content pieces that lead to an offer. And so you don't want to be just showing up and selling all the time. You don't want to be showing up and giving value all the time without ever making an invitation to the next step. So your strategy has to be based on the result you want, the outcome you want, and then we build it backwards. We build your strategy backwards. This is what I do with my clients. We start with the end in mind, like Stephen Covey says, and we build the strategy backwards. So I started with the offer that I'm going to make, which is the Client Attraction Accelerator program that I offer. And I did a whole content strategy leading up to that offer. And there were multiple parts to that. And there was a lot of thought and strategy behind that, because you can't just post content and expect it to convert to clients. It doesn't work like that, especially if you've got a program that's more than $100. You know, if you've got a program which is over $1,000, or, I mean, there's no definite number, but anything where people are spending a significant amount of money, it needs to be strategic. So over the last 30 days of signing 8 people, I posted on average about 3 posts a week. Some weeks I did more, but on average about 3 to 4 posts a week. I posted, and every post was strategic and had a lot of thought behind it. You can go and have a look at my content over the last 30 days if you want to have a look at some of that strategy. You probably won't see all the reasoning behind it, but you'll be able to see what I did. I posted on average I emailed on average about 3 emails a week, and I did 1 video a week on Facebook Live, and I did 3 presentations. So that was my content strategy for the last 30 days. And there was various types of content. Various content pieces do a different job. So some pieces of content are more for attraction, and some are more for nurturing, and some are more for converting and making a direct invitation. The second thing I did was have a capture funnel, and I've got multiple funnels. So I have multiple people coming in multiple funnels. So things that people are invited into where they get value and then they get nurtured. And some people have been in some of the people that signed up to the program have been in my community for a while, and some were quite new, because I've constantly got new people coming in. When you've got a bridge, I often talk about building a bridge, which is your pipeline. It's your system where people come and they come all the way to the end of the bridge till they sign up to your offer. When you have a bridge in place, you want to constantly have lots of traffic coming onto that bridge, have lots of lanes. So the lanes represent all the different ways that people can join your bridge. if you imagine, I'm thinking about the Anzac Bridge right now, but you could think about the Harbour Bridge or a bridge that you know, probably not in New South Wales right now. The bridges are just covered in water. But think about the traffic coming onto your bridge. Like, for example, one of the ladies that signed up, I met her literally that day. So I was in a breakout room and I had a chat with her for a few minutes and I invited her to my presentation. And so because I built the bridge of the presentation, she drove onto the bridge and she just went all the way to the other side in one day. So that's how quickly it can happen. Other people had been in my community a little bit longer and had consumed some of my content. And because I constantly share value, I constantly send emails, I'm very consistent. People can see what I can do to help them, and people build that trust where, oh, I can trust you. You're not kind of here today, gone tomorrow, or you're suddenly changing your niche and now you're something completely different. It's solid. It's been solid for many years now. The third thing I did was a conversion event, and it's an event designed to convert people into an offer. So everybody who doesn't buy it gets great value, comes along. I got really great feedback from it. I ran 3 different presentations, and it was the same presentation, exact same thing. One was longer, 2 of them were longer and one of them was shorter, but it was the exact same content. And so I got people coming and learning and enjoying it and getting great value. And then the people who were ready to make the next step, I was able to present that to them in a leveraged way. So it wasn't one by one by one by one. It was a group, and people got to experience what it's like to work with me, because a part of the program is every single week I get on a group coaching call and people get to the benefit of a community, a really quality community, not just any community. And so when people experience it and they get value from it, they want more, and they realize that, okay, and I was chatting about this to my group tonight, my inner circle group is where I go into all the nitty gritty of how to do it. With marketing content like this, right now, being totally transparent, there's not enough time to go into everything you need to do to build a business. There's so much to it. There's so much to it. It's taken me years to learn it. So there's no way I can share it all through just Facebook Live videos. There's not enough time to go into everything that you need to do and personalize it and work with you and craft it and build out your message and work it and tweak it till it works, till it converts. So the conversion event is a big piece that I teach, that a lot of my clients do that as part of their strategy. And then the fourth thing is coaching support. Fourth thing is coaching support. So the first one, a content strategy. The second one, a capture funnel. I have multiple funnels, but the main funnel that I used was that bridge of the presentation. The third thing that I used was a conversion event, which is a presentation where you can share a whole lot of value and make an offer. And then the fourth thing is coaching support. I'm part of 4 business programs where I'm getting mentored. I'm paying really great money, investing a lot of money to get mentored by the best that I possibly know of in Australia, to help me grow my business. And so without that, I couldn't do it. There's no way that I could have done it without the mentorship, the support, the constant feedback, the constant being able to ask questions. So those are the 4 things, 4 parts of the client attraction formula. Now, I just want to touch on the mindset behind it and share 3 essential mindset elements that kind of drove this whole thing, because I can give you the strategy, but there's a lot of you that won't go out and apply the strategy. And the reason is because of mindset. Skill set is one thing, but there's a mindset that drives the skill set. Would you agree? If you don't have the mindset behind it, you're going to just go, oh, maybe I'll do that one day, or that actually sounds kind of hard, or it's easy for you because X, Y, Z. And all of these things are a mindset. They're just beliefs. They're just stories. They're stories that we tell ourselves. And there's no point having the strategy if you don't have the mindset to outwork that strategy or outwork that skill set. Do you think that mindset is pretty important when it comes to creating success? Just pop a wifey yes in the comments if you think that mindset is pretty important when it comes to creating success as a business owner. So great to see you here. Oh, yes, so many of you. Mindset is, without it, if you think about highly effective people, highly successful people, would you agree they think differently? They think differently to other people. Pop a wifey yes in the comments if you think that's true. So I want to share 3 essential mindsets that you need to attract clients fast and consistently. And these are the mindsets that I used and that I constantly use to sign up clients. The first mindset element is self-belief. Self-belief. We've all heard it before. What does it mean? So self-belief is an unshakable confidence that you are going to make it. People who have self-belief, they back themselves. They know that business is a journey, that they're going to bump up against challenge after challenge after challenge. I was interviewed yesterday for a summit, and I was asked, have you faced challenges in your business and what have you done to overcome them? And I was just thinking about how many challenges I've faced. I said, yes, it's hundreds, but I actually think it's thousands, because every day there's something to move through, and we bump up against our mindset in every stage of business. And as we progress, there's bigger and bigger problems that we bump up against, bigger challenges. Like for me, when I was just sole trader without a team, my problems were different. Now that I've got team, different challenges, bigger challenges. Now that I'm running more programs than I was before, bigger challenges. So people who believe in themselves, they don't let that stop them, right? They know that growth doesn't come overnight. They know that there's no overnight successes, and they remain resilient because there's a quiet, maybe loud, I don't know, but for me, it feels like this quiet knowing that I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm not going to quit. Like, I know that I'll never give up on my dream. I know that. Even in the face of any adversity, I will do whatever it takes. And signing clients really comes down to how much you believe in yourself, how much you back the value of what you offer. Just put a V for value if you offer value. If you offer value to your clients and you believe in yourself that you have great value to offer, pop a V in the comments. Because if you don't feel like you're offering massive value, you won't show up confident and you won't have that conviction, and you won't be able to sell anything, because selling requires you to have belief in yourself and belief in your product or service. But ultimately, what stops people from making the sale is they don't believe in themselves. You've got to believe in yourself and back your dreams. It doesn't mean that every single day you wake up and feel amazing. Of course not. But there's a knowing that you will keep going until you make it. I made that decision a long time ago that I'll never give up on my dreams. It doesn't mean I never doubt myself. It doesn't mean that fears and worries don't come up. It means that I decide I'm going through them. I'm going through them. They are not robbing me of success. I'm working my way through them. You've got to keep your mindset strong. You've got to do the work to keep your mindset strong, because it doesn't come naturally. And no one else will believe in you as much as you need to believe in yourself. Number 2, the second mindset you need is courage. You need to have a mindset of courage, especially because all 4 of those things that I told you about, the 4 elements of the client attraction formula, the content, the funnels, the presentation, and getting expert support, they all require courage, because they all require an investment. In order to invest, you need courage. And all 4 of them require an investment of time and of money. And if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to invest in your business. You'll say, oh, I can't afford it. I can't afford to get a coach. I can't afford to pay for the software. I can't afford to upgrade. I can't afford to get whatever system you need. For me, I get whatever I need in business, and I find a way to make the money. And I sell something if I need to. You can literally sell something in your house or you can sell a service. For me, I just sell more of my services. I sell more programs. I sell more products. I find a way to reach out to people. Everybody that you need is online right now. That's how you find clients. You can go to a million networking events and they're great and they work. And I meet clients all the time at networking events, but you can't rely on that. It's exhausting. You cannot spend every night out trying to find clients. Your clients, you can find them online, but you've got to have courage. You've got to reach out. It takes courage to put on an event. Boy, does it take courage. And it takes self-belief. Number 3, self-discipline. You need self-discipline. And this is work ethic. Highly effective, highly successful people, they know that anything in life that's worth having takes work. It takes work. So they maintain that disciplined level of focus and of doing the work. And they don't, it doesn't mean they never get distracted, but they don't get distracted from the prize, from the goal. When people with highly effective mindsets take action, they do it because they want to prove to themselves that they can do it. They want to grow stronger. They want to get smarter. And they don't back down from challenges. They switch on and challenge. That is the entrepreneurial mindset. They dream big, but they stay focused on the small things, just day by day by day by day. Self-discipline, doing things whether you feel like it or not. I was speaking to a lady yesterday who said, I really want to get more clients. This is my goal. She gave me the monetary goal. She has 1 hour a week to grow her business. And anything's possible. You know, I'm a big believer that anything's possible. I said that hour has to be so productive. It has to be uber productive. We've got to really look at what can we do in that hour. And the reality is, of course, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to build a business with not enough time. And, you know, I know that I'm blessed, that I have a lot of time and energy, and I don't have a job that I have to go to. And I know it's hard if you've got a partner and a kid, or kids and a job. And I get that. And I know that I'm blessed. But I also know that I've made the choices to prioritize my business, because I'm building something solid and sustainable and reliable. And when people say things like, oh, it's easy for you, or it comes naturally to you, I say, no, it doesn't. It does not. I was a personal trainer in a gym for 10 years. I had to teach myself this stuff. I had to put a lot of money on credit card, not knowing where that money was going to come from. I had to back myself. I had to believe in myself. I've never saved money and put it into a program. It's always been credit card, trying to figure out a way how to do it. But I trust myself, and I know I trust my work ethic. And the good thing about self-discipline and work ethic, doing the hard things, whether you feel like it or not, is that any of us can do it. Entrepreneurship is a level playing field. All of us can play. It doesn't matter if you're an introvert, if you've been to university. It doesn't matter what your parents have done. It doesn't matter how you grew up. Nothing like that matters. All of us have equal opportunity. That's what I love about it. And confidence comes from working and putting in the hours and putting in the blood, sweat, and tears, and backing yourself and showing up consistently no matter what, and being disciplined. So I hope that was helpful. I would love to know, what did you take from that? What did you take from that? Please pop it in the comments. What did you take from that presentation tonight? And would you like to know exactly how to sign up clients fast and consistently? Would you like to get these types of results? Now, give me a Y for yes in the chat box if you would love to get 8 clients in the next 30 days, and not just any clients, dream clients. These people are incredible. I am so excited to work with them. I'm pretty much at capacity at the moment for my one-on-ones. I've got a couple of spaces that I can squeeze in, but I actually wanted to open up 2 spaces next week in my calendar. If you haven't had a client attraction accelerator session, and maybe you're listening to this and you're like, oh, it sounds so good, Kat, but I don't know where to start. I need help. I need support. I'm opening up 2 spaces, and I'll show you how to get clients fast. It's basically first in, first serve. So if you haven't had a strategy session with me yet and you want to get clients fast, type the word clients in the comments right now. Just type the word clients, because it's only for 2 people. And I don't normally give away 45-minute strategy sessions on these types of things. But I thought I can't share all of that and then not open up an opportunity for you to have a strategy with me. And I'll map out your strategy. It's a personalized roadmap. You'll walk away knowing what you need to do and how to apply it in your business. I'll help you plug the gaps. And like I said, I'm almost at total capacity, but I wanted to open up that opportunity for you. So if you want to be one of those 2 people, type the word clients into the comments right now, or send me a DM with the word clients and I'll get you the details. So as always, thank you for tuning in. It's so great to have you here. Love being able to share this with you. And until we meet again, my friends, keep sharing and keep shining, because the world needs your words. Take care. Bye for now.